What do you think the left's going to have to do? We've been talking about this. What do you think the left's going to have to do to kind of rebuild and change things up with their messaging?
They need to grow up.
4 years.
They need to grow up and get with the program and understand that as times and things may have changed, things remain the same. James Carville, a Democratic strategist, it's the economy, stupid. He was famous for that quote. When you think about the economy, when you think about borders, when you think about security and safety in the streets of America, that's what people care about. The Democrats tried to get us to care about other stuff. And it's not to say that folks don't care about those things, but they don't care about those things more than they care about money and safety.
Right. Yeah.
It's never going to change. And so what happens is that, they've been a bit transparent. One could easily argue. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I don't like either side. I think both sides need a whole lot of work. But in the same breath, it utterly disgusted me, when I watched, how things transpired. I was going to vote for Kamala Harris because with Trump, my attitude was he's going to be on a revenge tour, and it's going to be the same kind of chaos that existed during his first term. And I didn't think the nation needed that. But I had no problem with anybody who felt otherwise because I saw some of the things that the Democrats were doing. You are a Republican and you're being accused of being a threat to democracy because he's an aspiring authoritarian and he wants to do X, Y, and Z. But then you're in office with your president who promised to be a one-term president, who promised to be a transitional president and just a stopgap to pave the way for a younger generation. Then the Dems win the midterms and you feeling yourself and you say, nah, I'm staying. I'm staying. Even though I'm going to be 82 if I win the election and I got to give 4 years after the age of 82. You said that shit. And then after you did that, then you turned around and what do? They grease the skids for you so there's no primary that you have to go through where you have to face any competition. Then when you show up June 27th for a debate where you look like hot garbage, they turned around and said, you got to go. So you get booted out, pushed out July 21st. They elevate the vice president, which I understood because obviously she's the vice president and what have you, and she should have been next in line, but she didn't have to go through a primary, okay? So America is about dollars and cents, sure, but we also pride ourselves in a capitalistic society and being about competition. Well, when did they face competition? You didn't allow anybody to compete against them. You didn't allow leftists or Democratic voters to pick a choice between, you and a Dean Phillips or a Marianne Williamson or whomever else was interested, even a Bernie Sanders or somebody that may have come into play. You didn't give an opportunity for that level of competition to exist. So because you didn't do all of that, wait a minute, that's not our democratic society. Now, you didn't violate any laws. You didn't do anything unconstitutional, but that didn't mean that you were on the up and up. It didn't mean that you avoided being slick and shrewd and maneuvering your way through it. And then you turned around and tried to guilt us into voting for you. Michelle Obama, a vote for him is a vote against us as women. So it can't be a vote for somebody's wallet. It can't be a vote for somebody's safety. It's got to be about you. It's got to be about, it's a vote against women. Oprah Winfrey goes out. Well, this might be the last opportunity a woman gets a chance to vote. What? What are you talking about?
That was crazy.
What are you talking about?
She said that?
Are you telling me that women not going to be able to vote come the midterm election?
That was crazy.
In 2 years, in 4 years, they're not going to be able to vote for the presidency. What are you doing? Yeah. And so you see stuff like that, and then we think about racism and we think about all these other things, whether xenophobia, misogyny, all of these different things. And then you say, wait a minute, you kind of fueling that too.
Yeah.
You understand? I'm sitting with the three of y'all right now. Neither of y'all are black. I don't have a problem with you. So what? And guess what? I didn't vote for Trump. You voted for Trump. That's your business. You got that right as an American citizen. I'm not tripping. It's based on what you think your needs are and what you believe is in the best interest of the country. And your vision may be different than mine. And as long as you can articulate that vision and you ain't scared to do it and you ain't some damn supremacist or something that's hating people and wishing violence upon other people, I'm good with you.
Why do you think America's lost that?
I think because the politicians have ruined this country. I think that they have been caught up in sustaining whatever power that they've had, that they've used the American citizens as pawns.
100%.
And have created stuff and friction where it's not there. So ultimately it became that because you have these pundits on both sides of the aisle on the air spewing nothing but negativity towards one another, along with an unwillingness to compromise, forcing us in this binary system that we live in to pick a side. And as a result, that's what it is. Listen, I, again, am on neither side, but I don't share the politics of a Sean Hannity. I don't share the politics of a Mark Levin. I couldn't have two bigger supporters. They've watched my back for years. I tell people all the time, you're going to come to me and you're going to tell me, you know what, you don't like their politics or this or that, fine. You come to me with that other bullshit, you know, using the race word and all that, question them, you came to the wrong place. I know them both. I know them both, and they've always been there for me, you know? I don't agree with all of their politics, but they stand on what they stand on, and they have good damn reasons why. You want to refute what they have to say, go up against them. Debate them. Throw your ideas against theirs. Throw your ideology against theirs. Throw your belief against theirs. Let's evaluate. Let's see what's practical and what's not, et cetera, et cetera. And we go from there. And to me, that's the way that it should be in this country. I'm not one of those. You're not coming to me and telling me because somebody's white, they racist. You're not coming to me and telling me because somebody is it could be anything. You're against women and you're against Hispanics. No, where are your facts? I'm not getting caught up in all of that emotion because that's what both sides in their own way have utilized to manipulate a vote in their favor. And they've done it at the expense of the morale of the country. That's why I didn't vote for Trump, because I was scared he would continue to do that. If it had been anybody else, the Republicans would have had my vote. Because I didn't like the fact that woke culture and cancel culture had regressed to such a degree where you had to walk around scared to if you were saying somebody's name right in order to keep a damn job. I don't believe in that. Or somebody makes a mistake and they say and you arguing with somebody and you might call them out your name. Oh, that was inappropriate. That was abrasive. You need to get suspended. You need to get no. Crazy. Everybody make mistakes. Everybody make mistakes. I'm on live television every day. I've made mistakes before. I can assure you I'm going to make them again. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. But we can't be living in a society where, okay, let me take advantage of this opportunity to get rid of this guy or this girl because that's my come up.
Yeah.
No, earn your shit.
Yeah.
Go out there, work, put in the work, get on your grind, be better, and earn your job that way, as opposed to your definition of success means putting somebody or bringing somebody down. Nah, I'm not doing
Makes
that.
perfect sense.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
Yo,
it.
you're the man.
Yeah.
I love that.